Season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Richardson going right to the air. Eluding the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Cut back team, 19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60, 18 Randall, 18 Randall, Packers 60.
Richardson looking to throw this. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
On the ready.
Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
60 average.
On first down, Richardson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Ritter. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A 4-yard loss. Brings up second and 14.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is fielded at the 27. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points.
Taking it right down Broadway. A big play there for KC. 52 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Williams to about the 48-yard line. 2nd and 6. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. But you look at this defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Come on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
Here we go. Fight 60.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up
Ritter now. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every...
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. First and 10, Taylor now. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, he has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Down. Watch out now. 50.
They begin the drive with Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Go. 10.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ritter.
At the 15-yard line.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Off the play fake. It's Ritter. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll send Judy in motion left.
Ready.
And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, you talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Got it. Ready? Cut 19. Cut 19.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Shelton. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield, because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Okay,
Now a 2nd and 10.
18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, 5 in. Go.
And Richardson back to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to the air with Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Dawson Knox, 28 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0.
21. Wizards nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down and 10 at their own 23.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
On play action, here's Ritter. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 Lions.
Now Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Taylor. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Here's Richardson to throw. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Chiefs 28, Wizards nothing. Harrison Butker at a kickoff 14-2.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Wizards nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter. He completes this to Sutton. A solid stiff arm. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
52. Light blue. Set.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Strikers, 3-3. Ready.
Working from the gun, Ritter. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Warriors 17, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Ritter backed up in his end zone. This one swung out to Williams. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Ritter going to change it up.
3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
18
Now it's Richardson. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs open the lead up to 34-0. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's got room to roam. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Richardson looking to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Deebo Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Richardson nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Ready?
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
On first down, Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. They find some open field here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shelton. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Austin. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Trouble, 38.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
We're going to shut you down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Warriors 70. Curve 19. Curve 19. Street.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Again, it's Richardson. Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Hurt. Ready.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The second down pass.
Intercepted.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Rolling to his right. Touchdown!
Greg Dulcich.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Wizards get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
On the ready.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much running the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions.
Now Richardson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
They'll roll him out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And it's It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand.
On the set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down.
Ready.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Cluster. 6. Zoom black. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception.
Moving inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
3rd and short, Ritter.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And my goodness, another interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got to reincarnate it right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Let's go now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the air with Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Six the Eagles. 18, Pioneer.
Here, Richardson yet again.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, the head coach. He wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
A final shot now for Ritter.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And is this